Alrighty, good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Before we get started into this video, make sure you hit that subscribe button below and make sure you give this video a big thumbs up. And if you choose to subscribe, make sure you hit that post notification bell down there. Alright, so in today's video, we're going to be talking about our tropical storm that officially moved off in the United States. Not really talking about it today, just a quick discussion about it. And then we're going to be talking about our rain, our cold front that's in the middle of the United States right now, making its way up to the north, affecting parts of New York up to the Carolinas, and then we're going to be talking about our future tropical storm that we'll be seeing around the 28th all the way up to July 1st in the Gulf of Mexico. So here's our storm that formed, not formed overnight, but strengthened overnight since it made landfall in the towards New Orleans area, in the Panhandle area. As you guys can see, this storm's not affecting anyone. No one's getting rain off it. The most you guys are probably getting off it is a little breeze off it, and maybe some waves and some high rip current risk. That's the only thing that we're really getting off the storm for parts. So if you guys are at the beach, rip current risk is probably high with the storm that's being off the coast of Virginia, North Carolina, or even up to the north. So that's going to be the end of that storm. So if we go down to here, and I'm gonna leave a link down below all the maybe some of the websites I use. This is Mike's weather page. I'll leave the link down below. So this is our high for today. Our high temperatures, as you guys can see, that we have our cold front that's in this area right now. So this is right now. If we look, our cold front is in parts of the central Mississippi Valley as of right now, and we go up here to the northeast that we're going to be seeing some warming temperatures up here, and then down here to the southeast that we're in the Florida area, we're going to be seeing warm temperatures, but that will be changing not too much. Really, it's going to stay warm, as you guys see if we keep on playing. This is our next 12 hours. Really, nothing's changing. So, you know, nothing really changes. So, this is around Tuesday night, today. So, if we look at our next 12-hour probability of rain chances, as you guys can see that we have the northeast and the eastern Greater Lakes with a 90% chance or even higher of raining. And then we go up to the northeast that we're talking about some good chance of rain down there. And then we go down to the southeast that we're going to be seeing some chance of rain. And then as we make our way into the Virginia, the mid-Atlantic, that we're going to be seeing not too much of a rain chance for the North Carolina, Virginia, and South Carolina area, but that's just the cold front be making its way through there around Wednesday, um, if not just dissipating in this area. So as you guys see, we go back to the southern plains that we're going to be seeing some chance of rain down there, or yeah, down there, and then pretty much it's going to be a very rainy Tuesday, today, tomorrow, and Wednesday. We're going to be seeing. So here's our hazards right now. As you guys can see, that our hazards are right now. As you guys see, that not too much of a hazard start as of right now. So here's our weather. As you guys can see, this is around 9 a.m., 11 a.m., 2 p.m. You guys can see that we have our front, and around 5 p.m. tonight, as you guys can see in the parts of the eastern Great Lakes, that we're going to be seeing some severe weather up in there. So fog off the northeast up there. Then you go down to here, we're going to see some rain in the southern Mississippi Valley down here, and then we go to the southeast with the Florida area. We're going to be seeing some rain down there too. So really, our main severe weather is going to be going up to the north with this cold front that's making its way. So if we go to our temperatures, this is going to be, as you guys can see, around 5 p.m. You guys can see that our cold front is slowly making its way up into its north. As you guys see, chilling temperature is going to be cooling down. And here's our dew points as of right now. As you guys can see, dew points pretty high in the pretty much for the East Coast that we're talking about right here, and it's pretty, so nice, but you know, so this is our wind speed direction. As you guys can see, most speed we're going to be seeing is with that storm, but all that wind is going to be staying off the shore, which I said that's why I said you might see a good gust, breezy day for parts of the north, and then our gust, as you guys can see, we're talking about maybe 10 miles per hour of a gust, or and then our sustained winds, we're talking about our sustained winds probably be 10 miles an hour. So as you guys can see, here's our accumulation or precipitation or of our rain that we're going to be expecting. So as you guys see with this cold front, we're talking about a good all the way 0 to 0, all the way up to maybe an inch, 1.5 inches that we're talking about, all the way up to the southern plains, southeast, even northeast, the eastern Great Lakes. We're talking about even going to Texas, we might even see a little bit of drizzling and all that. So, I do want to talk about our future tropical storm that we will be seeing in the next few, probably the next 2 weeks. What's today? Today is June 21st. So we talk about in the 9 days that we could be seeing another tropical storm. So if I go down here, so this is our GFS. Let me play it back for you guys a little bit. And as you guys can see that we have a bunch of willy-nilly stuff down here, but the GFS and CMC have been showing some type of storm forming in this area with a little bit of rotation in this area right here. So something we do have to keep an eye on, because if you guys look as we keep on playing, that the models are showing something that's going to be in the Gulf of Mexico. At least the GFS is showing that we could be seeing something in the Gulf of Mexico. It's where they're all everywhere right now. We don't know where exactly it's going to make landfall, but still, you know. So we look at the European. I do want to take a look at the European to see for our spaghetti models. If we look at the, let's see. Let's go home real fast and go to right here. All right, so I believe this one is the European, if I'm right. So, all right, so here we go. So as you guys can see, we got our Bermuda High sticking up in the center of the Atlantic Ocean. As you guys can see, this is going to be our storm right here is going to be making its way up there, really dying and not going nowhere. Some models do show that the storm might be a weak storm down here, pressure of 1010, and that must see a storm right there. Another one coming off the African coast. This one, and then we have another one, then eventually dissipating. But we could see something coming out of the Caribbean Sea that might be going to the land at the Gulf of Mexico. I'm already thinking about August right now, hurricane season, since I'm looking at these back here. But as we see and we keep going to the 30th or even the 28th, that we could possibly be seeing something in the Gulf of Mexico. Now this is the European, and the European is still not picking up on anything as of right now. Uh, don't know why, but the GFS and CMC, have to check the run model. So we're actually gonna make our ways to Tropical Tidbits. So link down below too if you want to see Tropical Tidbits. All right, so here's Tropical Tidbits. As you guys can see, if we turn it to, let's see, uh, here we go. All right, so change regions. Let's go to Western Atlantic, and right here. So pretty much this is our movement around the the U.S. overall, where we're seeing whether thunderstorms or storms overall. So this is our GFS. If you guys are wondering what our forecast is right here, and then what day is valid, Like this one is Monday, June 21st, 0Z. So then we go on the 22nd. I really want to go to the, because really we're talking about tropics might be quiet for the next 9 days. And then start to, um, once we start to get to that 27th, as you guys can see, this is area we do have to watch because you see right here that we do have a little bit of rotation in this thing right here. As you guys see, we do have a clear rotation that is showing, so we do have to keep an eye on that. And this is around June 26th that we're talking about. Now the GFS has weakened it a little bit since last run. This is your last run. Really, the GFS wasn't showing nothing last run. And right there, so as we keep on playing, and then this is going to be our next storm to watch, and this is around June 30th. As you guys can see, it's going to be making its way into the Gulf of Mexico. And this is, you know, you can see this right here. We're talking about what? A good looking tropical storm, maybe even a hurricane. So I think the GFS is kind of a little over exaggerating it right now. If you go to our 996, we're talking about, and probably making the same landfall that the other tropical storm that made landfall about 2-3 days ago in the same spot, and maybe taking it the same route. So if we go to European, I don't think the European goes out this far. But like I said, the European is not showing anything. This goes all the way to July 1st. The European is not really showing anything. It might agree, but if we check the CMC run, as you guys can see, the CMC might show something. So as you guys can see, as you keep on playing, and the CMC has backed off it a little bit. As you guys can see, uh, yeah, here we go. The CMC with the 12Z run of yesterday, you guys can see that the CMC was showing a little bit of a storm right here, but the CMC has backed off it a tad bit now, which, the GFS could be over exaggerating this. We don't know. It's a future tropical storm we could possibly get, but I guess we just have to keep an eye on the storm because this could be something to watch. But I think the GFS might be over exaggerating a little bit. We have to just see the European because the European was right all along about the storm that just made landfall in parts of the Panhandle and New Orleans area. So I guess we're just gonna have to keep an eye on it because they're talking about this thing could be making a Caribbean Sea form and then maybe making its way into the Gulf of Mexico. And really, it makes sense because if that's going to be happening, it can't go like this because we have that Bermuda height at that time building up, and it's going to cause it to go to the Gulf of Mexico, which never really happens during June. During this time of year for a storm to form like this, it's kind of rare. You normally get your October storms like that, like Matthews, that form this area and then take a track like that or something like that. Not particular Matthew. That's not a Matthew track right there, but still, that's your October storms. Your June storms are more in the Caribbean Sea down here, and making its way up into the Gulf of Mexico. And like it can do this right here, but it's kind of rare to see that happening. It can take all types of tracks, but the most likely track is in the Gulf of Mexico, anywhere in the Gulf of Mexico. So it wouldn't be rare to take a chance like this or even a chance like this because normally storms do not work backwards. I've only seen one storm move backwards I think in my lifetime. So that'd be a wrap of the video today, guys. If you guys enjoyed it, make sure you hit that subscribing button below, and if you subscribe, make sure you turn on post notifications, and don't forget to give this video a big thumbs up so people can be recommended. My videos can be recommended to people more and get my name out there. Until next.